So great to chat with you today, Wells. How does it feel being back in Bachelor Nation?
Oh, it feels like I never left, to be honest with you. I get to come every season now, it seems, and host some silly dates. So it's always nice to come back and see everyone. Cast, yes, of course, but now I've become so close with crew because of Paradise and all the years that I've been kind of involved with Bachelor Nation. So it's always nice to see, some of my favorite camera guys and sound guys and all that. So I love doing this show. It's always fun to be back.
And I heard that you and another fan favorite, Franco, are going to be appearing in an upcoming episode of The Bachelorette. What can you tease about your appearance?
I can tease that I'm going to tease America with some very short shorts. I'm also going to, kind of break up the drama a little bit with kind of a fun, silly game. We're gonna kind of go down the sports road, and I'm going to invent some kind of dumb game that I'm going to make all these guys play, and I'm going to dress them up in silly costumes, and it's going to be fun. And hopefully everyone stays safe. We'll see. Generally, when you get a bunch of alpha males playing sports, they take things to the next level. So we'll see what happens.
And when you were there on set, was there any contestant in particular that stood out to you as really vibing well with Katie?
I think they all seemed like, and as they should, we're kind of far along in the process. They all seemed like really into her, which was nice to see. It's more of like how she perceived everyone else there that I thought was the important things to like look for. I had a long conversation with Connor. He lives in Nashville. I lived in Nashville for a long time. So we talked for a long time and I really liked him. I thought he was like the right amount of like cool and dorky and fun and, handsome. So I was rooting for him. I was also rooting for Trey a lot. I got to meet and talk to him a little bit on the show and he seemed like such a sweet guy. And I was rooting for him, but yeah, she was vibing a lot with Mike that day, I thought. Hunter as well. But yeah, all these guys seem like they're, pardon the Bachelor cliche, but they're for the right reasons.
There was actually a bit of a shakeup last episode with Blake Moynes coming back onto the series. What was your reaction to that?
I think, I'm happy he's there. He seems like a super sweet guy. I don't know him personally, but he does seem like a super sweet guy. He was obviously a big fan favorite on Tayshia and / Claire's season. And so I know that probably Bachelor Nation is excited to see him, which makes me happy. Obviously, if, he does come into the house, it's going to put a target on his back with the guys that are going to be annoyed that, he's showing up, one, late, two, like he's kind of getting to go on every season. This will be like his third Bachelorette that he gets to come and try to woo. And, the obvious question is are you here for love or are you here to be on television shows? And so I'm sure those are going to be, turbulent waters that he's going to have to navigate. But at the end of the day, it's not about what the guys think. It's about what Katie thinks and what Katie wants. It's her journey. I mean, yes, it's as much the other guy's journey as well, but she's calling the shots. And if she wants him there, then, he should join up and see what happens.
Now, switching gears, you have some big news. Congratulations on...
yes, we're pregnant.
You have some... you're the new expanded role of Master of Ceremonies in Paradise. What can you tell us about that?
That was a joke, by the way. What can I tell you about that? Well, I'm still the bartender. I think that's like needs to be explained that I still am there to serve drinks and give advice, and I'm always going to be the shoulder to cry on in Paradise, which I think is I do think it's the most important role of all the roles that I've done to date, and maybe the ones that I'm picking up. I still hold that one in the highest regard because it is an important one. They're going through a lot in Paradise, and the resident therapist is an important one. But yeah, I'm also like the only guy still awake when we're still doing rose ceremonies. So throwing me in there makes a whole lot of sense. But it is fun to kind of go in there and kind of stand next to that podium with all the roses. I'd done it before when I was on Bachelor in Paradise 3, and you forget how stressful it is to stand up there and talk to everybody. But it's fun. I tell you what, this season of Paradise is beautiful. It is a great one.
I know we're all super excited to see it. I also have to ask, because Bachelor Nation is dying to know, there were some reports a while back that your fiance might be joining you on screen in Paradise. I know you can't confirm or deny anything, but what would your reaction be if that was the case?
I mean, I would love to work with her in any and all opportunities. I would be bummed out because I never got to go on Modern Family and, have Phil sit me down and clean like a shotgun in front of me before, taking out Haley. But I would love to have her on the show. I don't know if she'll be in Paradise this year or not. I guess we shall see. But yeah, it would be great. It would be great to have her down there, and also nice to get a free vacation, right?
I was also going to ask, there's another little rumor floating out there. Would you ever be interested in a televised wedding, or is that just not your speed?
That is not our speed. Well, I guess, I don't know, however much. I think we can be bought, but I'm not sure if there is a dollar amount that anyone's willing to pay for us to do that. So no, I don't think that's something that's ever going to happen. Mainly because the people that will be coming to our wedding might do some stupid things when alcohol starts pouring and get us in trouble. So no, we will not do that.
And speaking of wedding plans, have there been any updates? I know you guys had to put things on hold because of the pandemic.
Yeah, we've had to postpone twice. It was a bummer. I mean, we were supposed to get married last summer. Obviously couldn't do that. And then we were supposed to again do it this summer, this month actually, but that also had to be postponed just because we just weren't sure about how many people we could safely bring together. Also, Sarah's immunocompromised. She's a transplant recipient. So we have to be super safe and careful around her because her immune system isn't like mine is. So we have to keep that kind of stuff in mind. And when you look at it like that, it puts things into perspective. It's not a huge importance for us to get married this year. And I think health is kind of at the top of our importance list. So we'll probably have to postpone until next year. The great news is that we're both working again. And so, now it's like, well, we got to wait because, you're doing this movie or you're doing this TV show. And that's really nice too, because, and like a lot of Americans, it was a bummer of a year. Like we couldn't work. We couldn't, do the thing that we love that brings us joy. So now that things are getting back to normal, we're starting to work again. I think, next year we'll get a wedding. And now that the world is healing and things are getting back to normal, Paradise comes back as well. And it's going to be such an amazing season. I know that we're probably all used to hearing the most dramatic season ever, but I will say this one is pretty crazy and fun and funny. So.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like Paradise is my favorite of all of the Bachelor franchises. So congrats on everything.
Me too. I agree with you. I think it's the most fun. And so, so thank you so much.